Welcome back, everyone. Just a little update. I've been gone for like a week because I'm gonna be honest, I've been working, just trying to get my money up. I work for myself, and when I say work for myself, I do gig work, right? Like delivery driving and stuff like that. So anytime you work for yourself, I don't care whether it's delivery driving, you're a notary, you strip, you sell crack. Anytime you work for yourself, it's going to be unstable, right? Like you might have a really good day, you might have a really bad day, you might have a really awesome week, and I hope I'm looking at the camera because I got this light, my ring light. That's a whole nother story anyway. So you end up having to work more because it's not stable. It's not like you have a set of hours where you are guaranteed money. So that's what I've been doing. That's why you have not seen me. My laptop is messing up. I had to take the safety mode off, which I did that not too long after I bought it, so I don't know why it's messing up now, but it will not stay on. And I use my ring light, I plug it into my laptop to use it, so that's why it's kind of dark, because I'm having to use this other light that is not the best. Okay, so until I get another ring light, I apologize, but I'm back. I'm here do a recap review of Divorce Sistas episode 2. I will be doing episode 3 soon after this. So we left off episode 1 with that little girl telling Rashida she's been sleeping with her husband. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to sleeping with her husband for 3 months. And she goes into this thing about I went to him for counseling and prayer, and then he forced me to do oral, and then we had sex and blah blah blah. So I'm like, Rashida is really calm right now, because I would have been swinging her every which way but loose, all up and down the sanctuary, had you told me some stuff like that. Like, don't come in my face calmly talking about I'm sleeping with your husband. And anyway, so she's like, you know what? Come here. And the girl's like, oh, is he here? She's like, no, just follow me. And Bridget, the girl who works at the church, she was like, y'all good? And she's like, I got it. Totally bust that girl's face. Not physically, but she pretty much caught her in a lie. She was like, okay, well, I'm looking through his calendar, and it says the days that you said you so-called messed with him or met up with him, he was at home having dinner with us. There's cameras here, there, and the third. We don't see you on none of them. And so the girl's like, well, I'm going to go get a lawyer and stuff. And she's like, okay, well, shouldn't you go to the police first if you were, violated? And I'm like, wow, I actually wasn't expecting that, because you don't really see that kind of stuff. Like, here's the thing. There are people that lie about sexual assault, and it sucks, because the women and girls and boys, men, who really are victimized, a lot of times don't get believed, because people want to hold on to the women that do lie, or the people that do lie. So that is unfortunate, and you really do need your behind whooped if you're lying about something like that. That can totally destroy somebody's life, like for the rest of their life, their reputation. Then on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, I think Rashida's the pastor and he's the husband of her. I forgot what position his position is at the church, but it's like she got her together real quick, and that I wasn't expecting that. I was like, okay, I like that little, because I was expecting it to be like Rashida's like, okay, well, we're going to bust him. I'm going to have you hide in the closet, and I'm going to tell him to come in. I'm going to ask who you are. He going to deny it, and he going to jump out the closet. I thought it was going to be something like that, like an ambush. So Geneva been running around trying to figure out who this pretty lady is. Her daughter said that her husband called some lady at her school. Meanwhile, she had an affair on him and possibly could have had a child by him, the little girl, because they were having fertility issues. That's what it was saying, like episode 1. Her side, and he real bold too, because from what I see, She was married to, you know, Tyreek. I'm going to call him Tyreek from Sister. She was married to Tyreek when she was messing with this guy, right? So the fact that he asked her at the end of this episode, is she my daughter? So you were screwing him raw and going home to your husband. That's something I can never. Cheating already is nasty because you're putting yourself and your partner at risk. But to do it unprotected, it's like you just don't care at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that should be against the law. Like, I should be able to press charges on you for having unprotected sex with somebody and then coming back to me and bringing me back whatever they, even if they don't have an STD, that's nasty, man. But anyway, so we'll see on episode 3 if he's the father. I don't know. I don't think so. But I think it's funny that she's so into, oh my God, is he cheating on me? But you cheated on him and might possibly have a whole child from it. I'm like, Lord, y'all ain't making marriage look too good. So they check up on Naomi's crazy butt. I don't know that girl's name yet, but she was the one with Geneva in the car. She's having to pay her husband alimony. But she goes to check up on Naomi's crazy behind, the one that's hiring escorts. And it's like, girl, you do not have to do that. I don't understand. Like, you're young enough. You're not unattractive at all. Why are you paying for penis? So Naomi goes on talking about, so who's going to want us at our age? Which I'm like, you can tell a guy wrote that, because I've seen women literally in their 60s and 70s get married, get into relationships. Really, as long as you look good. It's so dark. I hate this light, y'all. But as long as you keep yourself up, you can really still date. And she acting like she's so old. You know, in real life, she's literally like 2 years older than me. But I think in the show, she's supposed to be like in her mid-40s or something. So she's still harping on the fact that her husband, they got divorced because he left her for this lady, got her pregnant. She's younger, like the same age as her son or something, she said. She needs to get it together. I feel like this banquet they're about to go to, something's going to happen, because if you remember the last video, the last episode, first episode, they're inviting her ex-husband and they're trying to find a way to uninvite her, but I don't think it's going to happen. I might as well not even have a light on. Y'all, if anybody wants to donate a ring light. I'm looking over my notes here. So yeah, I'm just like, girl, Naomi, calm down. Now, Rashida and her husband, even though he wasn't having an affair with the lying girl, they still do have their issues. And this is the part that ruffled my feathers so bad. And I think it's because I'm a parent myself. She goes home. Her and her husband are talking. They have a slight argument. No one's screaming at the top of their lungs. No one's throwing books. You know, ain't nobody going up upside nobody's head. But here come her daughter and son. Her daughter comes in there, hands folded. You guys are arguing again? Oh my God. Well, that's what it sounds like to me. And I'm like, who's the parent and who's the child? Because the way girl, if you don't sit down, the son was trying to say something too. His girl, I'm like, But when they first showed the kid, she was rude too. Like, she was on the phone and hey, hi. And it's like, oh, y'all got some of those. So, let's see. Geneva, her husband comes home. He's in a cheery mood. She's kind of standoffish. And it's like, if you're not going to say anything to him, what's the point of being standoffish? Because he doesn't know why you're like that. So, and like I said before, you might have a whole baby by this dude who's friends with her husband. Let me throw that in there. That's even more low down when you get pregnant by somebody who, I really do not like this dark light. You see how dim this is what I'm using. Child. And so Bridget, the girl who works at the church, her boyfriend is like a teenager. He quits jobs because he doesn't like them. He says he's a creative and all this. So there's a old saying, not saying, but it's a title talking about the starving artist, right? Basically, people who are creatives, and that's, musicians, artists, writers, people like in that space, tend to not do well in employment because they want to create. But the thing is, you do have to provide for yourself. So until you get your stuff off the ground to where you can live off of it, you have to work. And he's just, I don't like it. It's too much. Oh my God. And playing the game and stuff. I think he's half slow. I'm like, Bridget, I can't wait to this banquet thing. Like, when I get off here, I'm going to definitely check it out. And that's it, pretty much what I covered on the notes. But like I said in prior videos, I don't know what it is, but sometimes with Tyler Perry soap operas, I'll be really into it and then something will throw me off. Like with Sistas, I didn't care for the majority of the characters, so I just stopped watching it. The have and have nots, I think it just got really complicated or something. So we're going to see how this Divorce Sistas goes. So far, I do like it. For one, LaToya Luckett, I love her acting. She's done well. I think the very first thing I saw her in was The Preacher's Kid. That was like in 2009, 2010. Tank was in that. He played her boyfriend. He was like abusive and everything. And then, of course, we all know her from Greenleaf. A lot of people saw her for the first time acting in Greenleaf, which she was great in that. So I think we're going to like the characters a little bit more. And I apologize about this dark. I'm trying to get 1,000 subs with a dark video. I apologize, but thank you so much for my 149 subscribers for sticking there with me. Like I said, I'm trying to get up to 1,000 by the end of this year. I'm definitely going to be more consistent. Got to just organize my time, Going to have more videos and stuff coming up. And let me know in the comments some other topics you want me to touch on. Like I said, I stay pretty much in the movie, TV show universe. That's my thing. So let me know, is there something you think I should watch? Check it out. Let me know in the comments. Peace and blessings to each and last every one of you watching. Until next time.